He got lucky because I went into that event prepared for Lance Starr. And he thinks he could just walk out there and challenge me. Just imagine what I would have done to Lance if he actually had the guts to show up. Now, I know he's scared. I know he's scared that I'm going to hurt him. He's scared because Chris Moore left him laying in the mat last show. So, Lance, June 3rd, please show up so I can give you the whooping I was going to give you last time. And I think that's it. Thank you.
Ryan Matthias, I'm going to show you what it's like to be in the ring with a true technician. A true technician. I hope you bring your lunch pail because I'm taking you to class. And hey, I got no problem with you. It's hard to have any feeling towards a guy who thinks that he's a winner because someone wasn't able to show up. You're a talented young man, a very talented young man. One of the most talented guys on this roster. But come June 3rd, you're just another body. I'll see you in June, Ryan. And hopefully after that, you'll learn what respect is really all about.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to City Championship Wrestling. I am your host, the real Paul Jones, and folks, we're going to get right into it tonight. Father Marquis would like to come out and he would like to say something to his friend Freedom Ramsey.
Hallelujah! Yes! Now, Paul, I want to say something not only to Freedom Ramsey, but to the whole world. Now, I am sorry. Now, I never thought that the holy water, I never thought that the holy water would be the reason for somebody to lose a match. Not my best friend, Freedom. Now, I thought that in my match that Chris Moore needed redemption, but I said I am the real one that needs redemption because what I did to Freedom, that is unforgivable. And I hope he forgives me tonight. So but first, actually, there's somebody else that needs forgiving. And that's Jason DeMilo. Because he interrupted me. So what I want to do is shit. What?
Now, I know when I'm with a woman, she's screaming, "Oh God," but that doesn't give you reason to put my name in your mouth.
What? This terrible. The words that you say out your mouth is just disgusting. And I'm challenging you to a match tonight in the City Championship Wrestling Studio. Me versus you, one-on-one. How's that for an open challenge?
No, this is not Jason DeMilo's open challenge right now. I did not come out here asking for anyone. In fact, let's look what happened last time I issued an open challenge.
Here we are, Jones, at the Jason DeMilo Open Challenge Invitational. Who do you think it's going to be, Jones?
Well, I know that it's not going to be you, Bowser. Remember, folks, DeMilo has said that the Cat Daddy is the one individual not allowed to answer the challenge.
Yeah, that's because he thinks he's got one up on the old Cat Daddy. He caught me slipping coming off that rope. Twisted my back last month on April 8th. And now he deemed myself the Cat Daddy. He's the only one that's ineligible. Who isn't eligible for this, Jones? And Father Marquis, he interrupted Father Marquis' sermon here.
Get out of here.
Well, let's go ahead and hear what DeMilo has to say.
So, once again, I came out here, no one to face. So I'm just going to issue another open challenge, but we have to remember there's one person who can't accept it. That loser Cat Daddy.
Talking
we remember last week, or last month, excuse me, time flies, I pinned him 1, 2, 3 right here in the middle of this ring.
Flute.
And he comes, he wants to get a rematch with Jason DeMilo. No, I'm better than him. I'm better than anyone in that locker room.
That's definitely stretching the truth a little bit.
Yeah, I'll get my hands on him again soon, Jones. Mark my words.
The gracious God that I am, I'm still going to issue an open challenge to anyone back there.
Gracious.
Anyone who wants to come face me, come get a little bit of my blessing, they can.
Blessings,
Anybody?
graciousness. He's just full of himself, Jones.
Well, I think he called himself a god.
Anyone?
Well, don't let anybody say DeMilo isn't delusional. He's tapping his wrist. He does
Yes,
not
no one wants to face this mob.
have a wristwatch, Jones.
They all know
No, he doesn't.
that I'm too
It also looks
good.
like he doesn't have an opponent.
Step in the ring with me, 'cause they'll get hurt.
Oh, I don't know about that. DeMilo seems to think that everyone's afraid of him.
You people don't even deserve to see me wrestle tonight.
No, if he hasn't got an opponent, Jones, what is he doing in the ring? I guess we won't see it.
See, Jason, nobody answered your challenge for the same reason all those women say, oh, God. They're begging for it to end. They don't want to be with you anymore. Nobody wanted to compete with you. Are you serious?
No one thinks, actually, no one knows that they can hang with me. That's why nobody showed up.
See, that's your problem. I said, that's your problem. You keep running your mouth. And that's exactly what you did at May 6th. You ran your mouth just a little bit too much. And then the man that the people love, and I'm not talking about the Father of Freedom. I said the man that the people love, that's the king. Paul Bowser came out there to answer that challenge. Yeah, yes, he did. He came. I said the king. Paul Bowser came out there and answered that challenge. How about we take a look at that clip? Huh? Let's take a look at what happened there. Huh? Let's take a look. You pull that up? Let's take a look.
Let's take a look at that.
Anyone thought was a cat daddy? No. I already beat him.
Yeah, I know. We all.
Paul, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Why are you out here? You know that DeMilo's scared of you.
You're scared of me.
No,
You're scared of
I beat you last month.
challenge.
I beat you last month. I don't need to prove anything.
Well, yeah, no. I remember he came off the top rope. He, injured himself. You pinned him.
1, 2,
Very
3.
crafty.
I won. I don't have to see his face again. It repulses me.
I know you managed to beat him, and you know that if he hadn't hurt himself, he might have beat you. Probably would have beat you. So
No.
you wouldn't want to
He
give
could
him another
never
shot.
beat me.
Surely, if you beat me once, you could beat me again, Chuck.
Of course I could. What?
No. Come on, Jason. I know you can do it. It wasn't a fluke. We all know that, right?
Fine. Get in here. I'll beat you again.
Folks, I'm back in the broadcast booth, and I am ready for this match. DeMilo wanted to keep the Cat Daddy out of his open challenge. We used a little reverse psychology on him, and it looks like we now have it. Jason DeMilo versus the Cat Daddy Paul Bowser. Yet again, Bowser immediately backs DeMilo into the corner. Oh, taunting DeMilo, telling him he thought he could take him. And DeMilo did claim to be very certain that he could defeat Bowser again. And in fact, that was why he said he wasn't going to even allow Bowser to enter the open challenge at first. He went for that waist lock, but Bowser managed to take him over. Too close to the rope, though. He's going to have to break that hold. Both men yet again resetting. Taking a moment to size one another up. They've encountered each other enough times. Starting to get a feel for one another's habits in the ring. We're not going to see either man rushing into anything. Paul Bowser's got that side headlock. DeMilo takes his own. It looks like Bowser puts those forearms into the side of Jason DeMilo to weaken him, pushed him into the rope to try to break him off, and it looks like it is successful. DeMilo holds on to the rope, taking a moment to compose himself, adjust the tights. New ring attire, by the way, for Jason DeMilo. I wonder if this goes along with this insanity. He's talking about himself being a god. Paul Bowser tricked DeMilo a little bit. Got that Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Had him looking for the other, but then stepped through to the arm and wrist lock. Took an arm bar momentarily, but Jason DeMilo now back in control and has Paul Bowser down on the mat. Up, quick pin by DeMilo. Only got one. Bowser gets back to his feet, stomps DeMilo a few times before DeMilo rolls out of the ring. Bowser stays in. Preston, the official, couldn't quite hear what he was saying to Bowser, but it looked like he may have been admonishing him. And Paul Bowser just laying on the mat, taunting Jason DeMilo to get in and pin him, but DeMilo is not going to fall for that. He's taking his time, gets up to the apron, still has an eye on Bowser, telling Preston to get him back, goes back into his corner. Oh no, DeMilo right back out. And that will restart the count. That will give Jason DeMilo to another 10 count that he can take on the outside, composing himself, preparing a strategy. And the Cat Daddy giving his back to Jason DeMilo. But as I said earlier, these men are used to one another. DeMilo did not rush in, even with the Cat Daddy showing him his back. That's showing him he's not afraid of him. And he knows that last month was not a fluke, or it was a fluke. Paul Bowser, I'm sure, will be victorious in this matchup as long as Jason DeMilo keeps it on the up and up. And right there, it almost prophetic. He's choking Bowser in the bottom rope, stomps him in the kidney. Not exactly against the rules, but not sporting either. Oof. Drives that shoulder into the midsection in the corner. Might be looking for a suplex. No! Paul Bowser rolls him up. May have gotten a 2 there. DeMilo with his own pin only gets 1. Both men go to the sprawl. DeMilo taking Bowser's back, but Bowser has that arm. Might be looking for a Kimura. Jason DeMilo transitions into an armbar. Both men struggling. If he wants to finish this match, he needs to get that arm fully extended, but Bowser holding on tight, making sure that he cannot break that arm free. Also pivoting, looking for the rope to break this hold. Oof. Knees DeMilo in the back. That'll break it up. Slaps him on his way to his knees. A chop downward into the chest. Another. DeMilo rolls up Bowser now. Preston couldn't quite get a good position there. He looks like DeMilo got 2. And he again rolls Bowser up for 2. Bowser goes into DeMilo's guard, just grabbing at his face. He needs to be careful, leaving himself open to an armbar from underneath. And DeMilo made it into the corner, so Preston does have to back Bowser up. Jason getting to his feet. Both men are definitely starting to get worn down by this grueling matchup. Kind of feeling one another out. Looks like Bowser's going to go to the outside now. Okay. DeMilo was in such a hurry to go to the outside earlier. Now Bowser wants him to come out and dance on the outside. This might turn into this could get interesting, folks. These two, there's a lot of bad blood here between Bowser and DeMilo. I mean, there's bad blood between DeMilo and everyone. DeMilo just doesn't seem to like anybody other than himself. And he dropping those elbows onto the back of Paul Bowser. Now they're in the ropes, though. Preston administering the count, breaking the two men up. For a moment, Bowser immediately grabs the hair of DeMilo and drops an elbow across the back of the head. Preston warning him about the hair. Oh, and just drove that knee into the side of the head. 2 and nearly 3. Tries again, still only 2. A third time. I think Bowser needs to move on to some new offense. He slowly brings DeMilo to his feet, looking for a suplex. Oh! Pins DeMilo for 2. Paul Bowser can't believe it, but Preston confirming that DeMilo did get the shoulder up. Bowser just stomping on DeMilo in the corner. Assuring Preston. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Jason DeMilo with the schoolboy and the tights for the win over Paul Bowser. Yet again, he just can't seem to beat Bowser on the up and up, folks.
What are you doing? What are you looking at? I'm looking at you having both shoulders on the mat, losing. Why did you do your job? Hey! Obviously this man was better than you. Just a minute. Oh, well, Jones, you don't know about the Cat Daddy. He's got 3 seconds to get out of this ring before the Cat Daddy puts him on his backside. Why don't you let him know?
Bowser, hey. Feel like getting back in the ring, isn't it? Look, Bowser, you got to be a little...
Thank you. You got to get that started. Get a little t-shirt.
Look, even from back where I was at the broadcast booth, it was hard to see what exactly happened. We'll play it back. We'll find out. But look, what I will say is we can all agree Jason DeMilo obviously can't beat you without being a little shifty.
No, he's scum. And next time I get my hands on him, I'm not going to take it easy. The referee's going to talk about rope break this, shoulder up that, count out this. I don't think so. Next time I see Jason DeMilo in this ring, I want 2 referees, one on the outside, one on the inside, no running. What do you say about that, Jones? Y'all want to see me take out Jason DeMilo once and for all? No holds barred? You think no holds barred? No holds barred? We're saying Cat Daddy, they're saying no holds barred. I'm gonna have to get things done. I'm gonna have to make that match soon. Paul Bowser, the Cat Daddy versus Jason DeMilo. No holds barred, because they wanted 2 referees, because they want the Cat Daddy. They're not gonna see no more cheating. These people are gonna get their money's worth, and that's all I got to say about that, Jones.
Is that how you expected it to go, Paul? You expected me to beat the Cat Daddy again, did you? No, you didn't. But that's what happened. I pinned him again. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I certainly didn't expect you to beat him on the up, and I was right about that. Now, you know what, Father, you need this to keep reaching people like him.
Yeah, you need a blessing, young man. And you know what? After I beat you tonight, we gonna pray for you, because I know you're gonna accept the challenge because you're really gullible, just like the Cat Daddy and Paul Jones tricked you into that match.
And look how that backfired on them. But I'm still not going to accept this. I am off to get on my jet to go on a nice private vacation and commit sins that you've never even heard of, Father. So you have fun here.
Get out! and stay out. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
He needs the water more than anybody. But you know who else needed the water? That was the demon known as Mollock. He needed that water. That's why I did what I did, Freedom. I want you to know I am sorry from the deepest part of my heart. I am sorry for what I did to you. So, Paul, if you don't mind, I want to bring my best friend, Freedom Ramsey, out right now so I can apologize to his face, because I never thought that the water would cause somebody to lose a match. I said I never thought the water would cause somebody to lose a match. Can we get Freedom out here, please?
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and bring him out.
Yes. Now, Freedom, I just want you to know the actions that I did on May 6th, it wasn't me. I had an out-of-body experience. I'm telling you, the Holy Ghost came in. The Spirit came in my body, and I just had to. I just had demon one good time, and that's the reason for the disqualification. I apologize, Freedom. I just want you to know, man to man, I'm sorry.
Well, honestly, I do feel some type of way about that match. And of course, it's not because of you. And I accept your apology, bro. That's nothing. It's because of Mollock. I mean, he's the one that cheated first and used the chain around my neck. And you had no choice but to cleanse him. The reason I was in that ring with that demon in the first place was because of who? New Albania. They picked my opponent. And also, I picked Andre Kabashi's opponent. And that match was a little bit fishy. It's a little weird. Did I expect it? Maybe, maybe not. But let's take a look at it. What you think?
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look, folks.
I don't like mysteries, Freedom. I told you who you were facing, Mollock, which I don't know how you got away unscathed, but you know what, fine. I told you weeks ago, you don't want to tell me until right now? Tell me who I am facing. His opponent. Let me just remind you who I am. I am Freedom Ramsey, the guy you've been beefing with ever since City Championship Wrestling started. So your opponent, it should be a hell of a match. His opponent will be the big gun, Jay Abrams.
Jay Abrams is going to be Andre Kabashi's opponent. This is something that's very interesting.
I can only imagine what thoughts you have about that.
Look at Jones getting to the bottom of it.
I always knew you were a piece of trash. And this decision proves it. This shows why you are not and you will never be P1. Because you do stupid things like this. I'm holding a lot back in right now. All I gotta say is P1.
Oh, he said it right back in his face. P1. That's what Freedom Ramsey got to say for that. Can't wait till Jones gets back here. I gotta ask him about this. He was pretty excited about
Big gun
this.
Jay Abrams have in store for us.
Hey, Joes, that was great. He picked, as Andre Kabashi's opponent, he picked the big gun Jay Abrams.
Well, this is definitely going to be an interesting match, Bowser. About as interesting as your match with DeMilo that we just saw.
Oh, don't even bring that up, Jones. I had a moment to shower. I had a moment to relax and chill out before we said, hey, Freedom Ramsey, he's introducing Andre Kabashi's opponent one-on-one. We saw it last week. We saw Andre Kabashi. He picked Mollock to take on Freedom Ramsey, and the good Father Marquis got him disqualified. We heard Father Marquis apologize for that, actually.
Absolutely, we did. And Jay Abrams might have to apologize to the boss, Andre Kabashi, when this is all said and done. Two men shaking hands.
That's some sportsmanship. That kind of surprises me from the likes of these two Albanians.
They absolutely wouldn't be that sportsmanly with anyone else, anyone outside of New Albania.
Come on,
He's pushing the big gun. He's calling for it, Jones.
Well, I mean, Andre knows that if they want to get through this match, they do have to initiate contact.
He's saying, don't take it easy on me. I'm not going to take it easy on you. I'm going to show you why I'm the leader in New Albania, why I'm P1. Really sizing each other up here, Jones.
Yeah, they're definitely taking their time to formulate a strategy to get through this.
A couple of fans see that New Albania sucks. What was the other sign, Jones?
I think I may have seen a sign that said that they prefer New Montenegro. So Kabashi may have some trouble recruiting moving forward.
That's an intelligent joke, Jones. We got some of the more intelligent fans out there here at City Championship Wrestling. These two men about to hook it up.
Oh, looks like the big gun's suffering a freak knee injury.
Did he pull a hammy? Preston, not sure.
Oh, and of course Andre didn't want to take advantage of the big gun, but
what?
I guess he.
You know what, Jones? You know what? Go grab Freedom and get up there.
Yeah, let's go get to the bottom of this.
Come on, he doesn't even deserve to have his music played. He barely deserves to have his arm raised. That was real crafty, Andre.
Alright, look. I didn't think you guys would manage to do it, but you actually competed in the worst match in City Championship Wrestling history. But lucky for me and my intelligence, I already knew something like this was going to happen. So I have a backup match for Andre Kabashi. That's right. And I'm going to sit front row to make sure no funny business goes on this time. Your new opponent, Andre Kabashi, will be the Cat.
Oh, that's right.
Watch this.
Folks, it looks like Freedom Ramsey had a backup plan ready to go. We're going to get to see the Cat Daddy in action for a second time tonight, this time against Andre Kabashi, the leader of New Albania, the Albanian assassin, the Albanian arachnid, whatever other AA nickname he can come up with. And the Cat Daddy is fired up, especially after that ending of his match with Jason DeMilo. Jason doing the schoolboy, grabbing the tights. I know that Paul Bowser is ready to compete again, to pick up a victory, because he knows that had DeMilo not cheated blatantly, he would have had that win. And there is the bell. Woo! Immediately, Bowser with that huge hip toss to Kabashi, clear across the ring, following it up with a clothesline, back elbow. Bowser's on fire. He's already got the blood pumping. He's already had a nice lengthy match. Kabashi's not so much. Didn't get as much of a warm up against Jay Abrams. That was really more about finding a way to sneak his way through that challenge, and he is in the arms of the big gun Jay Abrams right now, consoling the leader of New Albania for getting tossed from the ring, and Jay Abrams up on the apron, Preston going to tell him to get down. Andre trying to get the drop on Bowser. He looks like he did succeed, dropping those forearms across the back. And it looks like that lengthy match that I mentioned, it has left Bowser a little worse for wear, even if he is warmed up. Andre is working that leg. Bowser chopping him. Oh no, Andre returning some chops of his own, and again torquing that left leg. The pain on Bowser's face. Oh no! Kabashi just stomped on the ankle. Now on the shoulder. Bowser trying to roll out, but Kabashi won't let him. He's just stomping and stomping on the left shoulder of Paul Bowser. And Bowser is under the rope, so Preston backs off Kabashi. So I can't, looked like Bowser might have been motioning for someone. He might be injured. He has been, unfortunately, Bowser, he's a brave man, but unfortunately he really has been getting back in the ring earlier than he should. He has been nursing some injuries lately, folks. And Andre Kabashi is ready and willing to take advantage of that. Bowser with the knee, breaking up that hold. But Kabashi gets to his feet first and comes in. Vicious forearms. Rocking Paul Bowser in the corner. Bowser down to a knee. Jay Abrams with that psychopathic look on his face. Kabashi looked like he might have been coming in with the double knee, but Bowser gets up the boots and comes out of the corner with a clothesline. Another back elbow, trying to keep Kabashi off his feet. Setting him up for a suplex. Gets all of it. Andre immediately goes to roll to the apron. And slowly gets to his feet. Paul Bowser looking to suplex him into the ring. No! The big gun tried to hold Paul Bowser down for the pin, but Freedom Ramsey came in and broke that up. Jay Abrams just slammed Freedom's head against the apron. Freedom just did the same to Abrams against the post. Now Trevor Stroud is out. Paul Bowser picked up a 2 count in the middle of all that. So now Father Marquis has come to the rescue of Freedom Ramsey, or attempted to. Trevor Stroud immediately jumps on top of him. Now these two tag teams are mixing it up on the outside. Freedom's been thrown into the ring. That's DeMilo. No, with the low blow. Jason DeMilo just low blowed Paul Bowser. And Andre Kabashi is there. No! Andre Kabashi just stole a victory over Paul Bowser with a little help from not only Trevor Stroud and Jay Abrams, but a big assist from Jason DeMilo. I can't believe this. Well, that was an interesting chain of events, Freedom. I think we all kind of knew that Andre Kabashi was going to find a crafty way to get by that matchup with Jay Abrams. And it looks like you foresaw that. And had the Cat Daddy ready to go in reserve.
Yeah, Cat Daddy, he did the best he could. Listen, I was caught slipping. I was caught slipping a little bit. New Albania, they always have the odds on who brings the most men to the fight. That's just what they do. New Albania, they came in, started causing destruction. A lot of crazy stuff happening. We got somebody like Jason DeMilo coming in, who doesn't even really like the New Albania. I'm not sure what he was doing. That's why I'm kind of upset that earlier when you challenged him, he didn't want to accept it. I mean, I don't know what dude's problem is. I really don't. But at the end of the day, New Albania, you know they're going to pay for what they did. Jason DeMilo, I know you're going to get your hands on him at the end of the day as well. Somewhere.
Hey, freedom, Father Marquis. I was in the back watching the show the whole time, and I've been hearing all this, I've been seeing all this, and I said, you know what? I got a great idea for the Cat Daddy. I got Jason DeMilo versus Father Marquis right now.
No.
Go ahead, get in the ring, Father. We're going to do it right now.
All right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No.
Yeah.
No. You don't even have a ref here.
Oh, I have a referee. You go ahead and get in the ring.
No, he can't. He cannot ref my match.
Why not?
Conflict of interest. Nope, not happening.
Okay, DeMilo, don't you worry about that. I've got a plan in mind. I got an official on standby. It won't be me. You go ahead, hop in that ring, and then we'll take care of it. Go ahead.
This should be good.
Hold on, Freedom. Where are you going? Come here.
What's going on?
Oh, is it going to be Freedom?
No. Go ahead. Give me this microphone, Jones. Hold this. Yep. Jones, hold on 1 second. Don't move.
Why does Freedom need my microphone?
Because the official for City Championship Wrestling here is on official business somewhere else doing official things. And he foretold management. Management passed the message to me. And I think it's a great idea. And you're going to be the referee.
Oh, buddy. It's going down. Come on now.
Come on. Freedom and I'll do commentary. Yeah, you can. Why can't you?
You do commentary on your own?
No. Freedom's going to be doing it with me. Shows how little he thinks of you, Freedom. He said I was going to do it on my own.
Wow.
That's just... That's right. Freedom, this is going to be a fun match.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Freedom, you were correct. This is going to be a ball. We're going to watch Jason DeMilo take on your buddy, your tag team partner, the good Father Marquis.
Yeah, it's about time Father Marquis gets a little bit of revenge on Jason DeMilo after what he did at the May 6th event.
He interrupted his sermon. Father Marquis was coming out, getting the fans all excited. Look at Paul Jones in his official referee t-shirt. He's swimming in that shirt. He's gonna...
Ring the bell.
There's the bell, Freedom. I almost called you Jones out of habit. You're a lot better to be around than Paul Jones here.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Nice side headlock, Freedom. You know all about that.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, Jason DeMilo.
I know Father Marquis is a technical wizard, and it's time for him to punish Jason DeMilo.
Oh, unfortunate timing as you say that, because he reversed the headlock, but as he shoots him up.
Okay.
Hits him with that shoulder tackle. Trying to trip him up. Father Marquis getting caught. Ooh, inverted atomic drop. Maybe you've been focusing on the two count from Jones. Not a bad official. I might have to see to it that he referees more often.
Yeah, okay, come on.
Oh, he's choking the father. He's choking him, Freedom. Stay back, stay back. Freedom.
I wish Jones...
You gotta let him do it on his own, Freedom.
I wish Jones would be a better official and be more aggressive around Jason DeMilo.
To be honest, it is his first time being an official in the squared circle. I, on the other hand, Freedom, maybe I should have taken the Freedom Ramsey role as you did, with Father Marquis, and I should have got Paul Jones better. Needed the job, better acquainted for this job. Tornado DDT.
There we go.
Back elbow.
Damn.
Wait, insecurity.
Right in the back of the head.
Did you teach him that, Freedom?
There we go.
Two. Father Marquis almost had Jason DeMilo. Now, Freedom, when you and Father Marquis are holding your training sessions, what kind of technique do you go over? Do you just do drills, or do you show him some of this more physical stuff? Oh, here it comes.
Yes, sir. Wait a minute. And...
Oh, did you see that, Freedom?
Okay, if
Father Marquis scored the victory on
Father
his
Marquis.
own.
That's all that matters. Father Marquis is victorious.
Hey, Jones, you gotta raise Father Marquis' hand.
Do not see that!
That's what happens when you wrestle with a shirt on, I guess.
Hallelujah!
That's it. Father Marquis defeats Jason DeMilo completely on his own. I had nothing to do with it.
It's all in the books.
It's all in the books. And Jones did an okay job as an official.
Ladies and gentlemen, Real Paul Jones here with Chris Moore. And after nearly 2 months of avoiding the CCW cameras and myself, you're finally sitting with us, Chris. And I know that all the fans and myself were interested to hear your take on the events that happened nearly 2 months ago on April 8th at L'Anse Creuse High School.
What events are you referring to, Paul?
Well, I'm sure you remember, Chris, because you were involved. It was supposed to be a 6-man tag match between the Purge and yourself and Paragon and Lance Starr. Then Paragon didn't show up. We're still not entirely sure what happened there. And then near the end of your match, you powerbombed your partner. You powerbombed Lance Starr. You let Kevin Calloway pin him. You literally stood in the ring and watched.
I'm going to stop you right there. So let's get a few things straight. One, I wasn't avoiding you. I was letting my actions resonate. Two, we know what happened to Paragon. Paragon said someone tampered with his brakes and caused him an injury. And actually, I've been doing some investigating, and on June 3rd, I will reveal what I found out as far as that goes, because I have my brother's back. Don't you worry. Now, as far as what I did to Lance, that is why I'm here today. That is why I'm here with you, Paul, because I respect your journalistic integrity. What I did with Lance was deep-seated. You see, 9 years ago, I started in this business. And from the moment I came in, I was taken under the wing of Lance and another partner of ours in the original formation of Genesis. We ran roughshod all over this state. And if you refer back to a year ago, I referenced that time and time and time again. But you see, the dynamic was different. Those two were the older statesmen. I was the young buck. I was the young kid in the game that was trying to cut his teeth and earn his keep. Those two were the measuring stick, time and time again, that I thought I had to level up to. So they stayed in the spotlight, and I stayed in the background. And for 9 years, I was always in the background. So then I get an offer from City Championship Wrestling to come here. And on day one, the Purge is running around roughshod. Right? So then what do? I pick up the phone. I call Lance Starr, who's been training, keeping in shape. You've seen him. He's an immaculate athlete, isn't he?
He is.
And I said, Lance, why don't you come to CCW and let's do what we used to do? And in that time, I saw something change. I saw, as good as Lance is, he was no longer as great as he once was, and we couldn't do what we did. That I was no longer the young kid trying to cut his teeth, but now I was the level of excellence that he had to rise to. Who was the one that got pinned back in November? Him or I in the chains match?
That would have been Lance Starr.
Okay. While he was home nursing injuries, who was the one back here fighting for our name, trying to get his hands on the Purge?
That would have been you.
Who was the one dealing with the bump in the road of Forever Young and Dean Hendricks?
I do seem to recall you taking a couple of baseball bats from them.
Okay. So if I'm the one that's here, if I'm the one that's fighting, and he's not, then what's something that I didn't need?
Well, I suppose I see where you're going with that logic, Chris.
Well, hopefully all these people out here do too. You see, before April 8th, Lance is ranting and screaming, saying this ends one way or another. And he thought that meant that we were going to finally be rid of the Purge. Again, unfortunately, Paragon wasn't there to make it. But Lance was right. one way or another, it ended. 9 years of being treated like the underling, the little brother, the kickstand to the natural. And I ended it when I picked him up above my head and I drove him through the mat, not once, but twice. It ended right there. You see, Lance, when I came into this business, you were the person that I said, if I'm ever going to be something, I have to keep up with you. As smooth as you were, as technically gifted as you were, hell, as technically gifted as you still are, that I had to be on that level, if not better. And then in that course of 9 years, I only met that level, but I surpassed it. When I go out now and I say I'm the alpha, that is because there is no one else in this company, in this business that can touch me. My name is what, Paul Jones?
The alpha, Chris Moore.
That last part is what?
More.
Okay, Paul, you're not a stupid man, so keep up with me. So what does it mean to be more? Come on, you don't have all day.
To be greater, to be better.
Exactly. My name from birth was Chris Moore. That means from the beginning, I was a level that no man could reach. I was something you couldn't touch. I am the man that Superman wears on his pajamas and prays to at night before he goes to bed. So from this moment on, in CCW, in the wrestling world, you will know my name and we will enter a new era of excellence where some are good, few are great, but none of you will ever be more. And on May 6th, it started when that petulant father thinks he can save a demon. Brother, there was no saving me. When I put Lance through the mat, when I put you through the mat, my road to redemption already started. And on June 3rd, Lance, you want it? If I deem you're ready. Hell, maybe if you beat Ryan and prove you're more, you might get your shot at me. Any other questions, Jones?
None that I'm comfortable asking, Chris.
I'll see you on the 3rd.
I'll see you on June 3rd. See all you two folks.